Good morning, good afternoon, good evening everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. We are here and we are live and we are getting ready to rock and roll. We are back after the international chill zone. And we're getting stuck back into some weekend domestic action. Good to see us all live and loud. What a week it's been. We've had tons of content coming out on the channel and my head has been just spinning. We've got so much stuff going on right now. I don't even really know where to begin. But at this time on a Thursday, you know what it's all about. You guys, the FC Barcelona season ticket holders, the channel members here who keep the lights on and make everything possible here on the channel. It's all about your strategies, your galleries, your lineups and the giveaways that we've got set for you guys coming into the weekend. So get into the live chat. Let me know how you've been coping, feeling, navigating, winning throughout the international chill zone. Have you been picking up essence, market credits? Have you been following on with DGen season, which has been in full effect here on the channel for the last 2 weeks or so? And have you been doubling down, doubling into some different strategies and all the rest of it? Good to see Boyson is here on arrival, as well as Haskell, Mason Miller, Mikey, the legend that is Baston, and nice Girter's first Panathinaikos top, yeah. Well, with the big badge, you might be fooled into thinking this, but no, this is a Celtic top that Celtic released and they never wore, so it's one of those ones. But yeah, we love the big shamrock, and I'm up for it today, guys. Sorare Holland, good to see you as well. And yeah, the requests are coming in already. I see Haskell, and we've got some other bits and bobs coming into the chat as well. Severino, Kisami, Kismani, good to see you. But yeah, normally we like to kick the door open and just catch up with some bits and bobs. I'll maybe build some of the giveaway lineups before we get stuck into the actual requests and everything else that goes around all things Sorare strategy. And I was deleting and redoing teams earlier today before coming on. If you've been up to speed with the content, you'll kind of know where a lot of these strategies are, but I just had to kind of reconfigure a few of them just off the back of team news and internationals and all the rest of it. But guys, I took the degening on this Sociedad collection to a whole new level. I've got every special edition I could get my hands on so far, and I even went out and you know, I actually managed to sell like all of the La Liga cards I didn't want anymore. So like Ferran Torres, Rafa Marin, the Sociedad guys and regular versions, man, I just listed them on the market. I got offers in really quickly. I managed to turn cards into coins very quickly and just go back into the market and buy the fancy editions of them all. Managed to get a third goalkeeper out here, and this is just pure Sociedad all the way. Now, fixtures this weekend aren't great, but we're in D3 everywhere, so if we get a few promotions and maybe the first streak, I would be very funny, Mikey, very, very funny. Then yeah, that'll all be good crack. I've still got a Soler to try and get my hands on. Guedes and Zubeldia, they're the only three special editions that aren't really on the market, don't really have many available for. A lot of those guys as well have still tons of early access cards that have been unopened, so I'll be kind of waiting for some of that to happen. I'll be checking the market and I will be flipping and flopping them around. But I was also building my MLS stuff, which, you know, I took a wee bit of a different angle of approach on this because I came to build the teams and all of them are in Division 3. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, New York City are flying. They've been killing it. They've had a great year. But I've won next to fuck all with them, you know, excuse the language. And, you know, for this one this weekend, I built one good team in this Division 3. And then the second team I built, I went into Limited because this is actually in Division 2. And Limited Division 2 is better than Rare Division 3, in case you haven't noticed, and it's got another streak available to it. But you might see some new faces here. Sorare heeded our request. They released a Raul Gustavo. They released Nicolas Fernandez Marcao. We've got some nice new NYC cards. Combined, they cost a tenner in season. Now, there's not much in-season utility to go with them, but with the collection bonus, and I've already bloody spent on all this collection so far, it would be pointless not to complete it with some pieces that might be a bit more prevalent at this time of the season and even into next year when they go classic and everything that I might want with that big collection bonus to go after and all that other good stuff. So we've got a wee bit of this going on, and then the other rare teams are just dregs and subs and squad pieces and whatever. So had a little bit of fun putting that together, and then I came to the Celtic stuff. And the Celtic stuff this weekend, we're playing Dundee. I expect us to smash them. It won't be an easy game. I was talking to McBride earlier about his lineup prediction, chatting about how I felt about some of the players. And Celtic, along with Fenerbahce, is the play, are the fixtures to be going after. I've got a Berardi in here. I've got a Stu Bomb Armstrong. I'm really happy with all of the both the Division 2s, and then I've got 2 Division 3s, which, you know, like we'll see how they go. I don't feel comfortable with Tuneke being in this team here, but I just think Balikwisha is going to play at the weekend, and even if he doesn't, I think Balikwisha is going to have a stormer. I can just feel it. He's been at Lennox Town training all the way through the international break, and keeping up to speed with some of the club content. You can tell he's just building good friendships and partnerships and whatever within the squad, namely with Kelechi Iheanacho. So quite hyped for all the Celtic stuff to be going out there and flying. And I've got 2 limited teams that we're just throwing some guys out there. We'll see if they can come off the bench, maybe do something. Our only contender team, we only have 5 players for it. And then Champ was, super difficult because so many of these guys are away on internationals, and some of them have got midweeks coming up, and there's a lot of stuff going on. So I actually found these quite difficult to put together. But this one here in Division 2, Barcelona ball, the one on the far right that you'll see I'm kind of hovering over at the moment. I had a lot of fun making this one because it's basically a team of fullbacks except for the striker. And I thought, isn't that quite fun? So we've got a triple defence, we've got a triple mid, and then we've got a team of fullbacks, which I just thought, it was quite fun. And then a best of the rest kind of situation to finish that off. We still have a lot of really good cards for the members giveaway in the champion region. It'll be one of the things we start the stream off with, so we'll get to building that. But then with All-Star guys, I've got a Celtic stack in D1, which is cool. And then this other D1 team, Scales, Gasarowski, Shaqiri, James Rodriguez, Wanizek, and Kaito Nakamura. Feels like cheating. The second team behind that, the Shark squad, isn't too dissimilar. And I'm a wee bit tempted to maybe swap James and Ueda around. And then the kind of trickle down effect that has. Now, Gold isn't projected to start, but I don't care. It's against Dallas. Even if he comes off the bench, which he will feature, he could still Ryan Gold up. And him and Muller, it feels like a lovely little partnership. So that's basically where I'd got to before coming on the stream. I've built all my core rare classic, all my core rare in-season lineups, as well as some of those kind of tertiary, kind of limited strategies and all the rest of it on top of the Road to Glory stuff. I'm just going to close my window and just give me 2 seconds. So I'm pretty buzzing coming into the weekend because I think these teams should be winning a bucket full of essence. And I thought I was going to be winning a bucket full of essence this midweek, but we're actually flying high. We're going to be pulling a tier 2 out of D1 All-Star. So I do hope that it's a good one, but I really regret not putting Soboslai in here for Becker. I only put Becker in there for the Sociedad vibes, and I really regret that now, because had I put him in there, an extra 40 points raw would have put me into the top 10, and we would have clipped a star. We might have won it. I don't know how far away we were from the top, but we would have certainly won a star card, and that would have been way better than a tier 2. And yeah, failing any kind of last minute kickdowns, we're going to finish in the top 50. We're going to get a card. I wouldn't mind finishing 51st, to be quite honest with you, and just getting the 1,000 essence. But if the card's a goodie, we'll gladly take that. We've also got 500 limited essence coming to us this game week as well. And if we look where the limited is at the moment, we have 814. So we'll be able to craft our next giveaway card. Now, I have a giveaway to do right now, actually, so I might just draw that. I'll come back to the chat, see all you guys there. Of course, fist bumps to you all. I'm just trying to remember what the video was that we were asking for comments on for the Nico giveaway. I think it was this one here with 15 comments. Let me just double check. No, it's not that one. That one already had the giveaway on it. So after that, yeah, I think it'll be this one here with 9 comments. Let me just open this up. Yeah, this is it here. Awesome. So I've got the link for the stream. Thanks to all the channel members that got involved with that. And we have a shareable link, and then I'll just show you the card. So if you're a channel member, it costs £1 a week, £4 a month. You get access to all the limited card giveaways that I do here on the channel, as well as the gallery reviews, which we'll be doing in this stream here today as well. And we've got MFL stuff that we do for the members, and we also have a Telegram group. But today we've got Nico O'Reilly, the Man City Wonder Kid, to give away, who has got some really solid AA about him. Is he projected to play this weekend? I think he might be, because he's actually been quite an important player for Pep in terms of the squad management, Champions League midweeks, etc. To navigate. I wouldn't be surprised if he's in here. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not either, just because, yeah, he's in at left back. There you go. And that means, like, These games here, he's been clipping like 15 AA on. That's there to be had for him, you know, quite comfortably. Can he get a decisive on route? And if he does, he's a real spike merchant. So lovely under 23 midfielder card, lovely Prem in season card as well. Playing Everton this weekend, you expect there's a lot of AA potential there. Is he DA capable? Kind of hard to say, but I think that is a good one to be picking up this weekend. YouTube comment picker. And let's see which one of the members is going to win our Nico O'Reilly. Now, we'll have a new card to craft tomorrow. And then that means we'll have a giveaway set for next week, which is lovely. Oh, shoot, I need to do this again, sorry. So thanks to all the channel members for the support. Thanks to everyone that's got involved in the giveaway, supporting the content with comments and all the rest of it. It really does mean a lot. And hopefully this card goes to a deserving gallery of someone who is really needing that extra bit of reinforcement in midfield. Nico O'Reilly feels like a team 2 at best. Ben Hay, let me just double check you're a member. Ben Hay is a member. Congratulations, mate. I think you actually won one recently. You won Nico. There we go. Ben Hay 21. We'll get that sent over to you. And then I can chalk that off my to-do list. And yeah, congratulations again. And you know, guys, I pull a lot of limited essence. I play all of my XS rares in here. We get up some nice essence in some nice regions. And pulling cards, like, fair enough, the Nico O'Reilly was probably the worst card on the draw that we had. But still a lovely card all the same. And congratulations, Ben. Thanks again for all the support. And yeah, I hope he serves you well. Right, let me take a wee pause because I've run out of breath, and I'll see what you guys are saying to it before we go and get stuck into Ollie like a dog eating beetroot. Adriano's in the house. Good to see you, my man, with your season ticket. Nice special editions. Should do well next season in Contender. Interesting, Charlie. Well, that's the thing with Sociedad. I was kind of not Twitter, sorry. I was kind of chatting about this on the thing, right? But this was kind of my theorem with Sociedad. I think it may be the first collection that I bought for them. Because I had the super rares, and we all know the players that I've liked in that collection over the years. But the first rare collection I got for Sociedad, they were like cut adrift at the bottom of the... Oh no, it was Valencia. Valencia, we did this and we tried to catch them on the way up and we got some good scores. Don't think we really won much from it. But Sociedad at second bottom, man, like, their squad is too good, man. They've got to arrest this. They've got to get their act together. They're on 5 points. 13 points, you know, it's not a big a gap considering how many games have went, how many games are still to go. So maybe a wee bit of blind loyalty there or being a wee bit optimistic, but I can see it. I can see it. Try to resist, Mikey. I bet you did. Last game of the MLS regular season, likely to be Charlotte versus NYC in the first playoff. Me versus you, Charlie. Love to hear it. Adriano with a request. Love to see it. No problem, Adriano. I'll pick up with that in a wee minute, buddy. Do you play MLS Classic at all? I didn't realise that was still around until recently. So I actually skipped it a few weeks, Connor. Because I just didn't want the MLS essence into the fray. But I played it, you know, the last couple of game weeks it's been open. I will set teams for it. I may even just click through a few of them now, just to put them to one side, because I won't be using them in the All-Star comp. But yeah, I've got a D1 here, so I want to get essence, and I can just use clues and avoid MLS as much as I possibly can. Where possible. I do think the NYC are on for a good one this weekend, because Seattle have got a long way to go, and I think they had international players, and maybe haven't had some more fixtures kind of creep up on them in a roundabout way. So I don't mind backing in with the old NYC stack potentially. If I got a forward, no, I don't. I would need to use Bamba or Chupo. I think I'd go Bamba. And then I'd love to play. Yeah, I think I'll play a Seattle stack by itself, won't I? Aidan O'Neill or Tavon Gray, Ivan Wame, nah. JFR, Alfredo Morales. Look at that for it. Wow, 2 assists. Is that the best game of his life? It might be, by the way. That may be the best game he's ever played. Oh, Jimmy's. Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably going to go Tavon, I think. Or maybe Raul. Yeah, I'll go Tavon. Captain Maxi. Could maybe do it for our classic Alonso or something, but yeah, I'm not too fussed about that. D2, we'll try a wee... Why is Ymar? Oh, Ymar is here. So where is he? Tolu. I could take Amundsen maybe in this. Wow, the crew are the crew able to still get playoffs? Because I know the Bulls can't. Oh yeah, they're in. Just. Yes, that's a bit of a dead rubber, that game. I don't think I care about that too much. And what's Seattle situ? Seattle 52. Yeah, they can't do anything. They're kind of set. So yeah, it's a bit of a dead rubber. Excuse me. It's probably good for New York more than anything. They'll want to get the win being at home and stuff. Did I maybe just shade that then? Did I maybe just go high XP Sean John? I'm going to go Gustavo because I think he's got a point to prove. And then we can go, yeah, like Forsberg, Chupo. And then CR7, yeah, Rusnak. Yeah, I could, yeah, Rusnak into a team like this feels good. Yeah, this feels like a solid outfit. And I'll probably captain Rusnak on the, oh, we're 2 points over the cap. Can I swap Raul Gustavo for Tolu? Nah, it doesn't work. Try to get this little extra wee bonus squeezed in. Tolu's a wee bit much. We need one more point down from Tolu, which is like your man, who's not nailed to play. Where is the Galaxy? Galaxy. Yeah, your man's there. I'll play your man here. Boom. And then we get all our bonuses and stuff. That's fun. That's a good team. That's a really good team. Good fun team. Yeah. Awesome. And then... not sure. So let's try a Fry. Tolu. Alex Roldan. Jomo. I want to put CR7 in because he's just been a hero for the national team. But Obed could be... yeah, I'm just going to play CR7 here and captain him. Can we swap Alex Roldan for Obed? Yeah, let's do that. I think Obed and that wee pitch could do well. Good to see a bunch of you here, by the way. Smash the like button. Let me know what you're thinking and feeling coming out of the international chill zone. Are you ready to rock and roll? Have you been DGenning? The DGen season has been full effect here on the channel. And we continue to add a new team. Classic, yeah. No, classic. Yeah, we can maybe squeeze one more out. We can play the Sean John. Do I want to do this though? Amundsen. Yeah, we run out of forwards. Yeah, I'll maybe leave this one just yet. And we'll see what limited giveaway teams we do. Ben Hayes got his giveaway card. Love that. I did similar with Sparta Rotterdam last season and did eventually pay off towards the back end of the season with a D2 win. Mikey, love that. I play All-Star or Arenas instead. Yeah. I don't want the cards of the essence either, I suppose, but I do think it's like a bit of a thin field where, like, if you do have the cards, you could maybe just excel a little bit. I don't want to be arena in these guys and wait until like 1 in the morning for their lineups. And yeah, I just feel like the competitive strength of this division is kind of collapsed, doesn't it? Ben Hay, thank you very much. Yeah, I love that. You're at the airport. Good to see it, man. And Sorare Holland, you've got a request in the chat if you're still around, buddy. So yeah, that's good crack. I think I'll open up the... we'll get stuck into requests in a moment, but I'll open up the champion limiteds. We'll have a wee peek at what we're doing here. So we've got 2 D2s and 2 D3s. We're not quite in that D1 band. Robin Rofs. Oh, I need to give that away as well, actually. I asked you guys to help me. I was on my sick bed. I didn't say this explicitly at the time, but I did a wee promo tweet. And I was like and retweet to get involved to win Robin Rofs. And so many of you got involved. So I will go and try and find that then now, actually. And give away Robin Rofs. So that's off my to-do list as well. There we go. Thanks to everyone that got involved in this. Copy link. Twitter comment picker. Boom. 2 cards getting given away today. Love it. 2 good ones as well. Winner count 1. Tweet URL. Retweet. Don't care about that. Any. Minimum followers 0. Pick a winner. Oh, gutted on the Oyarzabal, Adriano. It was worth getting this game week. Spain are just in a good space right now, and they seem to love the Sociedad collection. Congratulations to mate. I can't say that. This guy. Congratulations to you. No, I don't want to gift a premium. I want to send him a message. You won. DM me. There we go. Should make things a bit easier. Awesome. So yeah, we've got Robin Rofs, but we'll be giving him away. Matteo, good to see you. Excuse me. Right, okay, so what keepers do we have? We have Pau. We've got Ramiro, we've got Butez, and we've got Magic Mike. I think Magic Mike, Butez, yeah, they're all quite the same, aren't they? A lot of aways. Pau Lopez is at home. Is Pau nailed? Because that goalkeeper spot is a pain in the backside, isn't it? And what team are we talking again, Betis? 60-40, yeah. I think we want to put him in the bottom team, don't we? So, Magic Mike. I don't mind Butez at home at Juve. I think that could be good. Magic Mike against Fiorentina. Oh, Fiorentina are 17th. Yeah, I think we take Mike in team 1 there. Should I have Mike in a rare team, actually, if they're 17th? Who's my keepers up here? Really? Oblak, Vasilj. Yeah, maybe I'll put him in here for Vasilj. And I'll move Vasilj down into this team here playing Leo. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Don't know, I just assumed Fiorentina would be a wee bit more of a handful, but if they're 17th at the moment, I think Milan will do quite well in that game. And then, yeah, Anthony Lopez, good spike merchant for our top goalkeeper here. And we've still got some good options for the giveaway lot. I normally do polls and we try and build this as a group effort. But I think I might just put what looks like the best team together first, and then we'll maybe go with it that way. Got Brahim instead. Ah, gutted. AA without the DA. It's only half the battle then, isn't it? We've got Bayern versus Dortmund. I've kind of shaded that throughout my picks so far. I've got more Dortmund guys than Bayern. But I like Tapsoba away to Mainz, I think could be good. I like Anderson. Botman. Is Botman on to play? Charlie's here, isn't he? Do we fancy Botman against Brighton? Newcastle. Yeah. I'd play Botman. Anderson. I think Anderson could do well because Arsenal will give him a lot to do. It's just if he gets booked and gives away penalties and stuff like that I'm worried about. Not that he's that type of guy, but it's that sort of match. That's the sort of thing you need to think about. Botman nailed. Love that. Semengo Tapsoba. We've still got a Matt O'Reilly. We've got an Amiri. We've got Soboslai. Matoma. The Scottish boys that we've now got in the gallery. Javi Guerra has got a good fixture. And Nkunku scored for France during the international break as well. We might have the return of Christopher Nkunku, which could be great. Got Braze there. And yeah, a few other bits and pieces like that. I think, well, yeah, FDJ is a good shout in here, along with Amiri, because he's Amiri. And then up front, it's kind of like Nicolas Pepe, isn't it? It's the best, the hot shot here, isn't he? Got Kuhn, Savino, some other guys that are interesting, but yeah, Pepe the hot shot. And then the last man in the team, I'm looking at either Soboslai or O'Reilly. I think I'm going to go for O'Reilly just on the fixture. And probably captain him just for the bants, really. Mikey Basson, you're on fire. Ever since Mikey got the Mbappe, the patter has been up a level. The patter's been up a level. Excuse me. I'll put Butes in the second team as goalkeeper. Angelino playing Inter. Hamari. I don't mind trying to play Hamari in this team, by the way. Really good AA so far from him in France. And otherwise, yeah, Big Ta. Yeah, Big Ta and Hamari. That's a nice wee pair. Midfield, we've got Sobo. Could play Limer. What does the Bayern team look like? What does the Bayern team look like? Oh, Sasha Bowie, Goretzka and Limer. Oh, we might... yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I think we'll... Yeah, I think we'll stick those three Bayern boys together. Put the Soboslai in there on top. And then a striker. I'm looking at Kuhn. I'm looking at Jonathan David. Jonathan David's shooting against my goalkeeper, so maybe I just don't want that in my life. Maybe just go Kuhn, but it's against Juve. No Castellanos, he's injured, sadly. Don't think, yeah, a lot of these other guys are not really that. Is Savio on to start for City? Not that City, you can really predict them or anything, but yeah, I suppose Bernie's been playing. Cherky's only just come back to training. It could be Bob. Bob's played very well on the right hand side, but I think I'd maybe just throw Savio in at this. Hugo Duro, Diego. Yeah, maybe one of the Spanish boys actually. One of the Valencia strikers could be a good shout. You got good rares to play here in limited. You don't play all. I've already got the all-star rare teams built, Adriano. These are for the giveaways, so I've already built all the rare teams. This is the only thing I could do with this is arena or this giveaway stuff with you guys, and I'm not really a big fan of 50-50. I think he plays. Diego Lopez is on. I think we'll just stick with Diego because we know he's going to play. And then who do we captain? I kind of have to captain Goretzka. So these are kind of like my throwaway teams essentially. But yeah, I've already got all-star rare teams built, and I don't think any of those guys are going to get into those teams anyway, because the all-star rares, it's like a lot of Celtic or Shakiris and Tejis and Ueda and Muller and stuff like this, you know, so I don't think any of those guys make a difference to these teams really, in all sincerity. And if I can win stuff to give away to the members, give a bit more value to you guys that support me in the content, I'm always happy to do that. Gets my XP up as well, and like there's no money to be won here, but you know, if anything like that happens, then obviously I just keep it. I'm not giving money away, but yeah, that's what it is. In that sense, so I quite enjoy it. It's good for you guys as well to have some of this stuff to cheer on. Now I would be half tempted to put together like a full Sociedad stack for this, and I was kind of tempted to go after the Sorare on tour Sociedad thing as well, but kind of just erring against it on this one. Rafa Marin, or do we maybe play some Barca Dortmund boys here? Yeah, maybe we play the Dortmund boys on the hedge. What does their team look like? No Kuto. Sabi. Yeah, I've not actually got many here, I don't think, on this projection. I wonder what Sorare Inside says. Bundesliga. Borussia Dortmund updated 2 hours ago. Okay. They do think Kuto's going to play. It's a wee bit dicey, but I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Ben Sabaini and Sabi can go in, I think, easily enough. And the other defender, you know, I wouldn't mind playing an Angelino or something like that, but I think we'll just go safe with the Rafa Marin against Betis. I don't think that'll be a high scoring game. I think he could do quite well. So I'll get Xavi Simons to play. Get John McGinn. And Kunku. Braze. Yeah, I think we put Braze into this team. And then up front, yeah, the striker department is so... So yeah, so we've got Mohamed Ali Cho taking on Leon. He's got a wee bit of form, but not much to really jump on top of there. We've got Hugo Duro, 50-50. I think we're probably just going to take Sav in here. And then the fifth man, or the final man, Joe Chima Fujita, Xavi Simons. Yeah, I'll probably go Xavi Simons. At home, Villa have not been super convincing. And then I think you captain Sabi. Red or Dead, good to see you. Yeah, they do. More All-Star rare spots. Less giveaways for yous, I guess. Awesome. And then I'll pick the final one here. Then we'll get stuck into some of your requests, some of your strategy review stuff that we're going to get stuck into. The last goalkeeper here is Pau. And there's some guys here that I think could be like Urco. I think we just play Urco because against Oviedo, he might get back to his last season's form in this game, maybe after an international break. Could be about to get his season on track. And then is there anyone else like that that's like, oh, they've been doing okay, but not super amazing? Gaia is not nailed. Yeah, he's 50-50. We've got Starfelt, who's interesting. Let's check the Italian papers. Do they have... I can't not play Angelino. I always play Angelino somewhere. Roma. So... Selic, Mancini, Indica, Wesley. Yeah, I don't think... Simicas, yeah. Don't think we're going to see Angelino in this one. I like Manu Sanchez. I'll put him on the left backs, otherwise it will annoy me. He hit 100 in the last game week. He's so spiky, Manu Sanchez, where he can just randomly just rip these big scores. And against Rayo at home, could be another kind of game like that. So I don't mind playing him and Urco. I just think they could be sneaky scorers. I don't think Ferran is on to play at all, is he? I thought he had some sort of injury creep up on him. Rob Evans, Red or Dead, fist bump to you guys, good to see you. Yeah, I don't think that's something I want to get involved in, really. The whole Ferran Torres Barca thing. Guerra is a good shout, but we'll put Guerra in here. We've still got McGinn, he's fun. How does Marino not start for Arsenal this weekend? Is that something I'm overlooking, maybe? My Arsenal mids. Oh, of course, Eze, I forgot. And Kunku. Where's AC Milan? Oh yeah. Let's do it. I think we need to play Kun up front. Or David. Yeah, we can play David. And then final man, Joe Chima Fujita, Matoma, John McGinn, Yeah, I don't mind going for John McGinn, since we finally got him again in rare. He's been on a bit of form. McGinn Esta, we'll just captain him. Just managed to trade Lucas Fernandez for Marcusson. Well done. He's done his ACL, hasn't he? Lucas Fernandez, that's a good move. Get a playing goalkeeper in there. So these are the champ giveaway teams. There might be a wee bit of tweaking on these, but I think this is generally how they're going to lie. Yeah, I like the top team. I don't think there's really much movement to be done with that. I was kind of thinking about maybe Nkunku for Amiri would be a good shout. Guerra. It's a bit more decisive than FDJ. But at home at Girona, FDJ will rack up the AA. Yeah, do you know, I think I'm going to swap in Amiri for Nkunku. And yeah, I might swap Tap Soba for Hamari actually as well. If I can get it to work. Yeah, that feels a bit better. And then Tapsoba can go in here. And Amiri can go in there. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Tapsoba. And then Amiri. Yeah, don't mind that. Probably Captain Amiri here. Guzan getting his final run out for me in the championship. Yeah, I think he'll get his farewell game and all that. Not gonna. Yeah, MLS is all about that stuff. There's no sporting merit to be considered, I don't think, in this regard. I think they'll play him in any case. So yeah, I think I'm set with all this stuff, which is cool. Now, I just build one of the all-star teams just to see, because I've used all those MLS guys, I just want to make sure I'm not short of keepers. And then we'll get stuck into the gallery review stuff for all you guys here. All-star, limited, D2. So I've got 2 Schmeichels, a Sean John, Freeze, Bain. Yeah, I've got enough. Yeah, we've got plenty. So if I did play Sean John, yeah, I'll be fine. So I'll maybe throw that other MLS team out there quickly, just before I don't care about it anymore. Try and scoop a wee bit of that cheap essence. So we go Sean John, Amundsen, Cincinnati. Oh, they're still fighting. And what are Montreal up to? Yeah, they're dead. Yeah, I'm not touching that. Wolf. Wolf's a good play there. And yeah, probably going to need to take a Bada as a striker. I'd rather play Johnny Russell, but I don't think he's going to get a sniff, is he? He's not out. And where's Charlotte? Yeah, Bada's not out. Against Philly, that's a tough game. I think I'll just go Abada just because of likely, yeah, it's just safer to play, isn't it? And then maybe just throw Alex Roldan at this to call it quits. Captain Wolfboy. Rom, what about him? What about Rom? I've got him in my big team as captain. Steven, he's in my big team. Triple defence. Caicedo and KDB in the midfield. Oyarzabal up front. Oh, I'm buzzing for my teams this weekend. I think they're all so So interesting, so fun. I've kind of went on a limb with Wirtz here. Just think the big game could be his arrival match, you know. But yeah, I think that's me. Kind of got everything set the way I wanted to. Just see if this guy's replied to me. No, not yet. That's fine. Awesome. Right, okay. Let me see what you guys are up to. Right, so first request we had in was Mason Miller. We'll just build the request sheet up, then we'll get run into it. Mason Miller, 1, 2, 3. Haskell 17. You're in second, buddy. And then Adriano. Adriano. Connor, Mikey. Congratulations again, Benny Boy. On the Nico O'Reilly. Oh, there we go. I think that's kind of everything we've got there. Sources, we've got 3 requests locked and loaded already. We'll just dive right into the first one. We've got Mason Miller. Excuse me. Hi Quinny mate, currently at work, would love you to review my gallery and make a few recommendations. Let's have a wee peek. Let's see what we've been up to. A wee cracky. Why are you buying Wolves guys ahead of the weekend? They're playing Sunderland, they're not going to score any goals. Rami. Brown. Oh, these are some. You've picked some good guys from the list, mate. Well done. Nice wins as well. Some nice crafts. Bomb. Is that what you said, or was it Rom? Elias Bomb from last year. Nice rookie card. I don't think he's kicked a ball this year, has he? No. KDH. Meerveld. Mascarado. Nice card for him. Okay, let's chop this into regions and see what we're cooking with. Prem. Four keepers. 3 keepers, essentially. Want a backup? That's cool. Points per pound guys as well for the most part. In-season options, we've got a few. Better ones are classics, which is fine. Got a wee frog at the back of my throat again today, guys. Apologies. I'll get the cough button fixed in a minute. Rob, yeah, no problem, my man. I don't see you as a member though, Rob. I don't know if your membership's expired. Maybe you had a gifted membership from someone. That's the only hiccup I would have though. Quinny, can you virtually build one lineup? I can try. Red or Dead. Let me add you onto the list, my man. I can try. Cantona kickers. Cantona. Love that Eric Cantona. If you're listening, Robert. Midfield is okay. Powers and classic again. Yeah, Powers and classic also. But some of these guys are good in seasons. Okay. Prem's okay. What are we looking at for Bundes? Do we have anything? Yeah, we do. Got 5 keepers. All play, kinda. Defense. A classicer mission. Oh, of course there is. Of course there is. Let's see what the classicer mission is. Let's have a look at the mids. Yeah, the mid's a bit soft and in season. Good classic quality again. Strikers are okay, but without being top of the food chain level. Got a little bit of La Liga. So the first thing I'm thinking already, bud, as I look at the champ stuff, is that we've got at the moment 3. We'll see what we've got for France, but it's like we've got 3 quite similar budget strategies, which isn't a bad thing, but so far out of the 3 of them that I've looked at, selling one could improve the other 2 by a considerable mark. Because there's just too many, and yeah, we do have France as well. I like being open to all the streaks. I'm sure that's a play style you're going for also. So it's one of these ones where, for the champ stuff you've got going on in season, especially France feels very under par. Are you going to make them better? If you are, keep them and just wait for your moment, craft some cards and snipe some guys on the market. If you're not, I think one of them would need to go to make the other ones more competitive. Obviously you can buy stuff or whatever, but I'm just kind of thinking away from that. No MLS stuff, which is fine. Jupiler, yeah, we've got this too. A lot stronger than what we've got in the other ones. And if we look at Eredivisie, yeah, I thought these were more your kind of wheelhouse. Oh, no way, Charlie. Using their holiday allowance on the barracks, or to get out the barracks. Oh, that's bad. I think looking at your Eredivisie and your Jupiler stuff before, that's kind of like, it is its own little thing already. We've just looked at Champ as a region. Charlie, you've obviously a Rangers man, Mason. Zalazar. Borja Signs, yeah, you've got good guys here, man. You've got really good players here. I think that's kind of A-okay, isn't it? And if we look at contender, well, we do have some contender action. Oh, you love your Bunde too, don't you? Oh yeah, you've got some really good picks here. Yeah, so in terms of like a general, let me just read exactly what you said, Mason, because I know you're at work and you probably won't be able to talk to us. A review of my gallery and a few recommendations. So I think like your non-champ stuff is way more competitive, obviously, than your champ-based things. So I'm not going to sit here and say sell Liga in and sell something else and then make the other 2 better. I think that's quite obvious. You'd know you would get that anyway. What I would try and look at, though, with all of these ones, you'll know better than I, kind of where you're at competitive strength-wise. Let's look at previous game week. Can we look at your, is this the button? Yeah, this is the button we click on. So we all go back to game week, is it 14 or 13 maybe? Is that Rangers Stroop Graz? Must have been the weekend after that. 15 maybe? There we go. 3,000 essence bagged. Jupiler, Eredivisie under 23s all doing well for you. Contender, Eredivisie under 23 all doing well. We had a Champ Classic team, which I'm not surprised you've got good quality in. Oh, that's a lovely team, by the way. It's a lovely team. An All-Star team. All-Star Prem. You're kind of riding the Burnley train here. Got a wee bit of best of the rest effort. Ligue 1, we're going with the Toulouse boys. Yeah, I think Bundesliga is the one that's... I would focus on one of these champ ones. Just getting a bit more leveled up. And we're talking about one card or something, you know. Like if we look at your Your Prem situ again. Who was the best Prem team you had? It was like a Burnley. We had a Burnley stack, which is whatever. We had this team and didn't get with D3. We had this team that did get with D3 thanks to Van Hecke. And that's actually a nice team. You know, Damsgaard, Alanga, Stack. Some proper good players there. It's just that the teams they're on aren't all, like Newcastle aside really. The rest of those teams in this team here are all quite flaky. And that can have a bit of a knock-on effect to the individual. So I think if I was to have a peek at the market for you, I would be looking at, if you're to add something in, I'd be looking at Prem. Now, Grealish can't play this weekend as far as the predictions I've seen lead me to believe. He's not in the Everton lineups, and the only reason for him not to play is that his loan agreement prohibits him to. So there's maybe a little price dip in, there's a little price dip in Grealish to maybe happen this weekend. It just happens, whether the reason he doesn't play is fine or not. Him DNPing will hurt his price. And he always just stands out as a good kind of boss code kind of guy. Not even really too sure what positions looked. Like defence, you've got some good guys. I think the cheap defenders are the ones that, if you're going to cheap out in a position, they're the ones that can kind of be okay anyway. Just good bang for buck, really. Yeah, wow, Grealish in season at 24. You know you can't play him this week, so just bear that in mind. Even Gravenberch isn't a bad shout. But that's the sort of thing I'd be looking at. It's just a level up. Like a real... This guy plays Team 1 every week. Anderson and Shaq are good. I would say cheaper. There's not much in it, really. Shaq is actually more expensive than Grealish, but that's the way I would kind of look at it. And I think if we go back to your cards, go to Prem. Benign the Prem in season mid options after last week's review. Who would you recommend from 50 plus 18 market credits? Nice, Adriano. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I'm maybe going to do the same thing maybe after the festive period. But yeah, I think everyone will be doing that, won't they? At some point. Yeah. In season firepower, I think you want reinforcements in. Alanga's cool. Otara's could be okay. But yeah, you've got mids that should work for the most part. KDH, Damsgaard, Stack. It's like the main ones. You've also got classic options also. Yeah, it's hard to spend much more on a defender, isn't it? And feel like you're getting good bang for buck there. But yeah, I'd be looking at midfielder and forward. Cody Gakpo at 30 quid feels like very good value. And if you fancy Nuno to turn it around at West Ham, Jared Bowen, Paqueta, there's a few guys in that team that if Nuno gets them going, I know Sam Ty, the football guy, is a big believer in this. He's actually went and bought into West Ham off the back of the Nuno appointment. Some of those cards will look very cheap, very quick. Yeremy Pino at 12 quid, set piece taken forward. Very fun, just kind of broke through in the Spain team as well. Even Baltimore. Kind of everyone's under 50 quid now. Works at 35 for the forward. There's a bit of speculation on that his form's going to turn up, obviously, but fair enough, Adriano. Yeah, I get that strategy a lot. It makes more sense now. You add that in. I get you. I've got I need in-season cards, you know, so that's why I'm maybe going to hold off a bit longer. But yeah, if you're not playing in-season, then yeah, that makes total sense. Cunha for 9 feels really good if he's going to come back in and play. Liverpool this weekend isn't great for him necessarily, but yeah, he was a multiples more expensive than that pre-season. Gordon at 14 in season isn't bad either. You have a Langa, so there's a bit of a pair or a handcuff situation there you could work in. But yeah, I think that's kind of the size of it. Mason, the Eredivisie, you know, all the non-champ stuff I think you're doing very well with. And with the champ stuff where it is, imagining that we're not going to just rip one of them up and go and buy 5 guys in a strategy. I would add something. If you're going to buy somebody next, I would buy a Premier League guy. And I'd look at some of these under £30 smashers that are there. I'm in very deep with Eredivisie Challenger and Contender. What league do you think is best to next get into? Now, it'll actually be the next video that I'm recording, actually, because we've got a lot of scouting stuff, Robert, that we've just did on the channel. Looking at the Champ Leagues for Road to Glory, as well as the regions and all the rest of it. So, this weekend aside, I would probably say Bundesliga, because when we did the Bundesliga scouting thing the other day, the prices were all very cheap. They've obviously done all these promotions now, so the prices have jumped up a bit, but you'll notice they'll come back down in a week or two. So if you're not in a rush to do it like today, I would wait a week and go Bundesliga, because there'll be, especially on the secondary market, there'll be a lot of people trying to get rid of some cards after they've done the promo or not done the promo. You might get some bargains on your hands. Ekitike is cheap, yeah. I'd go with that, Rob, as well. He's definitely not out the team. Isak's not exactly convinced yet, has he? Or not really hit the ground running yet. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. The wee man's just back from the doctor. I just want to hear what happened. Just give me a sec. Thanks, guys. You had you know, when we were looking at me yesterday, or we look at it every day, but it's just like he had one of these cheeks were like way bigger than the other one, so I had to go to the doctor. I was just curious to see how it went for him. So I was worried it was going to be like a tooth thing or something major, but he's got some antibiotics. He'll be fine. But yeah, Ekitike, good shout. Actually, I really, if you're after a hunch, if you're after, not a hunch, but like West Ham could be a really easy uplifter with Nuno going in there, because Nuno, you know what he wants to do with his style of play, and the team that West Ham have kind of lends itself to that. The kind of remnants of the Moyes era still in effect, and you know, if they started just conceding less goals, scoring a few more, they're going to do quite well, you know. But thanks a lot, Mikey, for asking. Aye, all good. Haskell, could you take a look at mine? I'm on the final streak for contender. I have a lot of spending money, 40 quid to try and help achieve it. Just feel light on high scorers. Let's have a look at what Haskell 17's cooking with here. What region did we say? Contender Limited. Limited in season. Contender. Alright, okay. Goalkeeper. Tanny's got a double game week. I'm not sure it's a good situation, but to be honest. Ivisic against Istra. That should be good. Is he at home? Away, but still, that should be good. College. Istra. Insfran is taking on third. Yeah, I'm not mad buzzing about that. Yeah, so Tanya Ivisic. A wee Dram will sort him out. Old school medicine Mikey. We've got Dusty Show, who's got the dust off for sure. They're taking on Tokyo. Double game week maybe? Yeah. Double game week for them. Quatra. He's got a good game. I think I've put him in a decent team. Lataro Blanco. Is that a good game for him? Oh yeah. Home to 10th. Okay, how do we peak at mid? Krovinovic. Nice John Patrick card there. And then yeah, Cecilia. Tatsuya Ito. Oh yeah, he's rinsing, man. Salama. Kaito Nakamura. Yeah, I think maybe the defense was like this. So we're probably going to go double striker. I think I'm going to go like Cecilia Nakamura or something like that. We do have classics as well, which I've not looked at. But it feels like mid is maybe the... Yeah. Wow, man. He is just killing it. Lee Dong-gyong. Fair play to him, by the way. Smashmaster. Teddy. Yeah. You do have a lot of the good guys there, don't you? So we had a contender RTG Haskell. Let me see who we had on this. Let's go to in-season defense one more time. Yeah, it's quite a tough one because Haskell, you do have like a lot of really good ingredients. Bielefeld, Vukotic is taking on Magdeburg. Enzo Leopold, Schalke, Tardo, home to Le Mans. Did you say you had a budget? Yeah, 40 quid. Benacer at home to Osijek. Is he on to play? Yeah, Benacer on. Benacer's worth a shout, maybe. Would I get a goalkeeper in? Seaman and Christoph. Who's Christoph playing? Firth, yeah. It's quite a tough one, mate. I think I'm kind of looking from like bird's eye view. Really sorry, I kind of shake this wee frog in the back of my throat. I'm assuming Cecilia and Nakamura, like double striker, something to that tune. Cecilia, 12 versus 6. It's just Cecilia, isn't it? It's just kind of what you just play with, isn't it? Nakamura's taking on Rodez. I think that's a really good game. For him coming back from national duty. You've also got lots of... Yeah, this is really tough, mate. I think like your classic mids make up for your kind of non-in-season thing that you've got here. So if we play like Cecilia, a classic mid, and then you've got like Dusty Show, plus another double game week Dusty Show as well, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Playing Tokyo, and then Ulsan. Can we have a look at the J League quickly? Just to see what the implications are for Sanfrecce. He's one of the army ones. Oh, that guy, is he? $58 points. Yeah, it's a big game for them still. Not many games left to go. Hiroshima are going to want to... Yeah, so I think Show's in a good game. Like, high motivation for midweek and weekend with his team. I wonder if... Because we did see that Daegu were like 12th there. Could they get relegated? They're going into that group, aren't they? Whether they like it or not. There's no getting away from it now. And they're taking on Gangwon. They're right on the bubble, so they'll be trying to fight them. Ulsan, who's also part of that double game week, by the way, they are. Yeah, so I think Show is like a really solid in-season defender pick that you've got in your gallery. Cecinia's just Cecilia. The game doesn't really lend itself to being like, oh, that looks amazing, but you know, it's Cecilia, isn't it? But between him, Ito, Lingard, we're thinking about, probably not. Nakamura. Even Corridor. He's not been smashing. I don't think you can play him for Streak 4 with confidence, but... It's really just a fifth man, I think. Could be anyone. These were the kind of... Yeah, these were the kind of guys that we found on the market. Let's take the watch list away. We do want it to be in season. And let's go back to contender again. Marvin against FC Cologne. A wee in season Marvin. Angel Di Maria. 88 undeniable. At home to 13th. That feels like a shrewd move. That feels like a good move. Rosario. Yeah, they're probably going to finish where they want to finish. Don't. Yeah, I really like the Di Maria as an add-on for you, an in-season mid. Teddy, didn't have him as an in-season either. He's been back on it. Yeah, I like the thought of in-season Di Maria or Teddy. Cheaper than Wanazek. Wanazek's the guy, isn't he? But away to Cologne, is it? No, at home to at home to Kaiserslautern. It's not a gimme. He should just be Wanazek, but you know what he's like. But do you have certain words blocked from the chat? No, I don't think so, Graham. I've not got any words blocked from the chat. Is there something you're having problems typing, Graham? Maybe a YouTube thing? But no, I've not got anything blocked from the chat. I posted about Muscat. No. Mason Miller will tell you. I'll take Rangers banter here. But yeah, all the reports are he's going to join after he seals the Chinese league. Yeah, I like Show's fixtures. The boy Dominguez. Nah, I wouldn't waste it on him. Yeah, I like the thought of going for Angel Di Maria or Teddy. Teddy goes with Nakamura as well, doesn't he, I think? Yeah. Mikey's bringing the patter today as it continues. Haskell, are you still here? Yeah, you're still here. Let me know thoughts and feelings. Did you feel midfielders where you were going to... I said this could just be an extra spot because you've got classic mids anyway. Sho Sasaki. Take your pick of your in-season striker. And you're probably taking the... Oh, Jesus, I forgot who the goalkeeper was now, but there was a goalkeeper... the Hajduk guy. Ivisic. So it's just the fifth man you need. Yeah, I've always liked Di Maria. Me too, by the way. Me too. Good game as well. At home at 13th. He's just been chilling throughout the international break. The rare's not cheap, by the way, is it? Ooh. See, I like the Benfica Di Marias. So I just think of... Like, Di Maria's a Real Madrid guy. We all know that. But Benfica is kind of... There's a bit of magic about that. Was he all that in a bag of chips when he was at PSG? I don't know. I suppose I do have a bit of a PSG little footprint. I was going to say I could be tempted, but I need to behave myself. I think it's as icy nailing the lineup. It's as much. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, Red or Dead's got Di Maria locked and loaded. I think it's a good game for them. His AA is unquestionable. It's just as he catches wee decisive. And I think against 13th at home, he's probably a fair bet to do that, isn't he? Right, next up we've got is Adriano. Drop the like button. Hit the like button if you've not done so already. Yeah, he's the prodigal son. He's the guy that left and conquered the world and is coming back and still doing the business. For sure. I like it a lot. Good fixture at home. Yeah, feels like a good move. Then we had Adriano. Adriano, can you look at my gallery? Rare classic champs. Don't feel like I'm winning enough, and his strategy has been team 1, heavy hitters, number 2, matchups, number 3, start percentage. Which isn't a bad way to go, by the way. 120 cards. Adriano's someone, that's had some pretty big heavy hitters in his gallery for a while. So let's have a peek. Champ. So, yeah, we've got the good and the great here, don't we? The good and the great. Well, Courtois, Magnan is who I was thinking about when I said that there. Kelleher and Raya just about get us to 4 goalkeepers. Wow, Brun was in goal the last game Di Maria played before left for Europe. That's incredible. Red or Dead knows his Argentinians. Love that, mate. Are they on Premier Sports, Red or Dead? Or is that just Brazilian football? Goalkeepers are all quite cool, Adriano. I don't think they're really your issue for the most part. We all know goalkeepers can kill a team, but you know what I'm saying. Van Dijk, Hakimi, Grimmy. Yeah, so I think your problem in defence has been like Trent hasn't worked, Robbo's not playing all the time, Poro's been shaky, Saliba's been in and out. So I think your defence is, like, although it's got numbers and quality, I think just circumstantially, this point of this season, it's just there's not been enough to really like build a team around there most weekends. And the midfield is top drawer. Like Pedri, Grav, Elliot Anderson, Xhaka, Valverde. Obviously Bellingham and Saka have been kind of MIA so far, but Soboslai's been none too bad. Works a bit MIA, Baena MIA. Yeah, so this is kind of the same as the defence, but I think it's better than the defence. You could play triple mid in this quite comfortably, I think. It's just been put on Premier recently. You were watching it in foreign languages before that. Love the commitment, mate. And then, yeah, up front, Dembele since Ballon d'Or, Salah, hot and cold, Taki Kubo, say no more. Rodrigo goes. Yeah, so I think you've got like one good team here, like nailed on from what we've seen this year, like who's available, who plays every week, who's got some form. You've also got tons of quality players, tons of good teams you could be making on paper. Why are you not winning as much? I think is kind of the thing you're saying. You want to be winning more essence. I think like the whole policy of what you've said there for team 1, 2 and 3, I would just be thrown in the bin, and it's just make the best team. Like if the best team has Jared Bowen up front, then the best team has Jared Bowen up front, and I don't think he's really the best example. Or maybe thinking about a defender, just with the way your defence is built and who's been available this season so far. But yeah, like Truffier might be your third best defender in the game week or something like that. I think that's probably, if you were to say to me where do I need to add in, I'd probably buy another defender. Defenders are very cheap, very easy to get your hands on. 250 champs. Let's see who's in this watch list. Like Romster at 40 quid isn't bad. Schlotto's really ran away in price, man. I fucking missed the boat on that again. Rami, Guardiol. Do we have any other champy kind of? Yeah. Let's look at mid. So again, mid would help you a wee bit. £11 for an Arnold. Yeah, I think it's just a little. It's just because of like some of these guys not playing or not doing that well so far. If your team's been so formulaic where you've not had Hakimi and Van Dijk together when they've popped, it's not happened too often. Of course, we're looking at internationals at the moment, but Hakimi's been a pain in the backside, hasn't he? Grimaldo's been back, so yeah, you're probably looking at Grimaldo, Van Dijk being your primary defence, which isn't too bad. But then your second defence is who? A lot of question marks. Poro, Saliba, maybe. We've seen Simicast is on to play at the weekend for Roma. So yeah, I definitely would want another defender in here, I think. And like, yeah, Rom for like 40 quid doesn't feel too bad. Let's go back to defence again. We'll take the watch list away. And let's slide the price down a wee bit to under the ROM level. So let's just say like 37 odd quid and below. ROM is the man. ROM is the man. And then let's do champ. I'm just going to see if there's another guy that pops up. I love using the watch lists that we make on the channel, but I don't want to be lazy with them and just say, oh, job done. You know, but we'll have a wee peek, see if anyone else pops up as mad value. Akanji at 13 quid. At Inter. You know, they're playing Roma this weekend. Yeah, he's maybe not quite what we're after. I love Mukiele, as you know, but he's maybe not quite the level of what you're searching for. Generally, I think he is. SO5 wise. You know he's going to play all the time. By the way, I really like Pavard at Marseille. It's not really kind of clicked into gear yet for him, but like I think he'll be wild when he gets acclimatised and all the rest of it. Lukeba rookie at 20 quid is interesting, I think. But yeah, Romster at 40 quid still feels pretty much points per pound one of the best ones going. Soleil, not doing too bad at 14 quid himself. But yeah, I like Pavard, I like Aguerd, I like a lot of Marseille players in general. Wee Boobs, wow, look at the scores on him. Wow, he's been getting decisives. Wee Boobs with decisives is everything to all men. Defender card as well. Yeah, it's not updating these scores, but Wee Boobs. Don't get to tune in often, but Ruben Aguilar. Yeah, we love Ruben Aguilar, Cali. He is a... Well, how's he doing this year? But Ruben has been around the block a few times, hasn't he? He's an OG. An OG. He's a good wee bit of form, by the way. Classic card for 3 quid. Maybe just throw him in. Adriano for team 3. Attacking fullback. Not as many decisives here as we would want, but imagine he had a few decisives in here, by the way. Very spiky. Cal, well said. Cali, well said. Serge Verstraeten. Good to see you, my man. Fist bump. But yeah, Aguilar's a good shout. I'm going to drop this defender tag and we'll go to mid. We'll have a wee peek who's here. Adriano. So again, I think your midfield is the same as your defence, but your midfield is not quite where it's a bit better, isn't it? I'm a wee bit biased with some of the cards I hold, right? But FDJ is about to get a new contract at Barca. And this is like... He's like Caicedo without decisives, isn't he? Just guaranteeing you around that 60 mark. Very good for Team 2 and Team 3. If he does unlock decisives and different kettle of fish altogether. Grealish we mentioned. You've got a Xhaka, I'm sure. Max Arnold at 11 quid. Just, again, for Team 2 and Team 3, why not? Bruno G. Paqueta, I don't know where he is, by the way, but again, I've seen about West Ham. Paqueta under Nuno. and Jared Bowen under Nuno, I just don't see how they don't start to rip it. Zubimendi's got a bit of that Frankie de Jong scoring about him these days. Mainly for Spain. He's been very decisive for Arsenal, but as you remember his goals against Forest. Fornals for a fiver. The blue octagon is like where, or the octagon symbols are like where you're positioned on the monthly championship. I think blue is like top 1,000 or something, top 100. Tovan, if we're going to get an Aguilar, Tovan's in the same team. Oh, Fabian Rieder. At 13 quid, by the way, I would sincerely look at him alongside Max Arnold. Set piece taken, Bundesliga midfielders, Nadim Amiri and co. You know, we know what we get from that profile of player. And there's a bit of internationals here too, don't get me wrong, but Fabian Rieder, I think it's a really interesting one. Tijani Reinders at 27, I think you maybe have him already. Eze at 28. But yeah, I think that's where I'm at, buddy. I would add like one or two of those defenders in. Rom feels dead easy. And there's maybe somebody else in there we mentioned just to go alongside that's a bit cheaper, like an Aguilar. You know, just get another guy in like that just for a bit of cover. We're talking about quite nominal sums for classic rares in this case. And then for mid, there's like two guys in here you could add in just to give yourself that bit of breathing space, and then, like, yeah, let the good times roll. Oh, Kerry's saying ACL match counts for this weekend for Sanfrecce. The league match is part of the current game week when we were looking at the contender thing earlier. Thanks very much for the insight. And Contender Clown has said the same thing as well. Show doesn't have a double game week. Apologies. Apologies. But yeah, like 60 quid, 70 quid, two defenders, two mids. You'll feel a lot better, I think. If I can just look at your forward options one more time, just, I know you've got Mbappe and stuff, but I just want to see. So I'm putting a bit of focus and pressure on like triple mid, triple defender maybe for your top team, your second team. But could you be going double forward? Yeah, when everyone's fit and available, double forward is very available to you. Paqueta, you've got Bowen. Getting a Paqueta, this is the same collection as well. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Toby, now we actually did, you've probably seen it, but we did a video on this week where we're talking about moving into rare in season. Now, the premise of the video, if you've not watched it, check it out. I won't spoil it if you've not seen it, but we did a video earlier this week how to progress from limited to rare, and I didn't really go into the classic options of it necessarily. I was more talking about a kind of in-season market exploitation you could try and think about when you're doing it. But the same thing applies to classic. Like, we were looking at classic like Grealish here earlier on, weren't we? And I think the in-season limited is the same price as the classic rare. So again, if you're going to, so I think you could do that, mate, is the short answer to your question. You could do it with the classics also, but I would think about it in the sense of like, when do you want the rares to be playing? Because even if you can get them playing for the last 2 months of the season, that could get you a good enough win to make any in-season premium that you'd be paying kind of half worth it. So, like, maybe you want to strike a bit of a balance on taking your time and like making sure, like, well, this guy's in season and his classic, there's £2 of a difference, so why wouldn't I just buy the in season anyway? Which is what I've done with like one or two of those cards when I've did those examples. But if the difference is bigger, then you're just going to go classic because there's no rush for you to need them. So I think it's a wee bit of an ad hoc situation, like the individual card and the price point on classic to end season for the rare. Maybe even versus the limited if you want to use that as a base level kind of comparison to draw. I think I need to stop playing under 23 too. Really, Adriano? Maybe it's just a case of prioritization. What game week was it? 15 we went back to? Yeah. So let's see, the B team in champ, which was D1. Yeah, Grimmy and Hakimi. Hakimi killed you there. Oh, lovely scores otherwise. We sacked the team off there, that's fine. Under 23 D1. Do you know, I don't mind that for this game week. You know, Bellingham was just coming back. The rest of the team, like, isn't amazing, you know, but it's good. You know, like Gravenberch is playing Chelsea. Main team in champ. Yeah, you've got, and then the C team here. Yeah, it's just missing a bit, isn't it? So the under 23s, I don't see any other under 23s. I don't mind it, mate. To be honest with you, I wouldn't be building it. So what divisions are you in for this weekend coming? You'll have a D1 in champ, a D2 in champ, and a D3 and a D2. Yeah, so I think you go D1, D2 in champ, then build the under 23 team third, and then the third champ team fourth. I still would play under 23 because you've got some good cards, but I would not be keeping people for it, and I would not be prioritising for it. And see, when you build under 23 third in the running order here, like we've just described, see if you look at it and the team's shit, pick it last. Just go back to champ, pick the third champ team, and then pick it last. Robert Perez, thank you very much for the super chat. Can you check my Dutch gallery? Ooh, now we normally only do this for members, but because you've did a wee super chat, I'll have a wee peek over it. We've got Red or Dead to look at after Adriano, so I'll have a wee peek at it for you, buddy, after we do that. The channel membership is, well, you've just paid £2 there, or $2. For the month it's £4, which is like $5, I think. And we could do this every week. You could be in the Telegram group, we could be doing giveaways. Thanks very much for the support, but just to let you know. But yeah, Toby, I think in general it's a slowly but surely approach anyway, moving from limited to rare, unless you've got a wallet and you're like, ah, let's just go buy some of these kind of vibe. But yeah, Adriano, I get where you're coming from on, I should be winning a bit more. I think with the scores you've picked up here, you're very unfortunate not to have a better combo somewhere. And I think, yeah, a wee bit of reinforcements and a little bit of refinement, and you'll be killing it again. Yeah, I wouldn't be prioritising under 23 personally, because like, what's it? Can we see the division here? And we've got stars for the top 5, and there's 637 entrants. With champ, there's almost 3 times the entrants. So granted, it is tougher. The scores are a bit higher at the top here, but you kind of have the guys that are bringing those scores. The prizes are just way more worth it, because if you're pulling under 23 players that are out of region, you know, they might not help you too quickly. Oh, Liam, sorry if I missed you. Let me scroll back. Liam. Oh, of course, Liam, I see you here. Yeah, Liam, you'll be in after Red or Dead then, I think. Yeah. Sorry, Liam. Pev United, isn't it? Sorry, Liam, my bad. Ay, caramba. Ay, caramba. Oh, by the way, guys, for some of you that are maybe into this, I'm kind of getting back into crypto a wee bit. I'll go through it in more detail once I'm right across it, but trying to do a wee bit of hustling, a wee bit of investing. No meme coins or any of that shit. Like real stuff, real stuff. So I was fucking about with that earlier today. It's been a while since I've done all that stuff, you know, but making wallets and staking stuff and oh, crypto, what you like, man. But it's a goodie. It's a goodie. I'll go through it in more detail later when we're yeah, the other tab for all that stuff was open. I forgot to close it. And it just went off my wee mind there. I'll be making a wee video about it. I'll explain what it is and what it's all about. See if any of you guys fancy it. But I'm ready. I'm ready up to my backside in it. Which is good crack. But yeah, so I was saying in the intro, it's been kind of happening in all directions. We've got, yes, my best mate has been giving me tips. Mikey Basson knows, and if you've been on the channel for a while, you'll know that like I don't do this stuff. I don't just promote anything on the channel. I don't just like run into bed with any old project, or especially things that are non-football related. And I get approached by all sorts. I'm sure you can imagine. Do you know, it's really funny. I'll tell this one a wee bit, right? So I had someone get in touch with me last week, or maybe the week before, and it's let's just say it's a project in the space. Let's just put it like that. And if they're listening to this, they'll know exactly who they are. But they contacted me on my personal email address, which like nobody has. Like nobody ever contacts me on my personal email address for like, oh, we'd love to collab with you on YouTube or whatever. It's normally the YouTube the email address is associated with the YouTube account that gets all that mail, which is fine, and I go through it once a week or something. But I was like, how did you get this email address? And honestly, like they couldn't give me a straight answer. And I thought, wow, trust issues. I had reservations about them prior, but it's like you're actually now just you've somehow solicited my personal email address. You've not got the balls to tell me how you've done it. Maybe they know because they could get hit with complaints or something. I don't know. But yeah, for any of you that have been around the channel for a while, you'll know like it was best man at my wedding. The guy is like a high flyer, like knows his stuff, and this is like it's like his whole project essentially. He's been working on this for like years, and it's basically just got off the ground in the last month or so, and it's the real deal. Because the thing I think about, and I'll talk about this when I do the actual video for it, but I don't know about you guys that are like crypto open. You're open to crypto. You're open to economics moving on and all the future stuff that'll happen. And it's like I need to get in on I need to have some action for when all the shit turns around and when it all happens. What will the future of all this stuff be? And can I have a coin or a token or a stake in something that will be like legit, like a legit winner? And the main thing I always have a problem with is trust, which is why that story came into my mind here, because you don't know who runs these projects, you don't know what their agenda is, and most of us don't even really know what the fuck they're talking about. Half of these things, half the time, you know. But this one for me, like my mate Conley, like honestly, like if you ever wanted someone to, he's the exact guy you would want to be running something like this. I'm not sure he's an out and out operator runner kind of thing, but he's very much the driving force in the whole thing in that. Like he doesn't take shit from anyone. He hates fraud. Like he hates it, and he is the guy that almost to a fault will follow not almost to a fault. He's very much not almost to a fault actually, but he's a rules guy. Like if you need to do it this way to stay in regulations, then you just do it this way and you get on with it. There's no shortcuts, there's no complaining or bitching or anything like that. And I say tons of stuff he's told me I probably couldn't broadcast or talk to you about, but like legit guy, like legit hates fraud, like is taking people down over it and stuff, like big people, you know, big people. So, like, I've obviously got an extra trust level with him because he's like my best man, my best mate. So yeah, bit of a digression. I won't carry on with that anymore. Stay tuned for more if you're interested. Okay, after Adriano, who did we have? We had Red or Dead. Red or Dead. Let me see what your chat was, buddy. Can you virtually build one lineup for Streak 4 Rare Contender? Oh, a bit of deja vu. Rare Contender. Rare. Contender. I'll flip the end season filter on first. So we've got the Marcusson in recently. Who are they playing? Boca at home, I think, to somebody good, aren't they? Took him on. No, Belgrado. Yeah, it's a good game for them. Brun, Ota. Yeah, I think Marcusson's your boy. Good fixture. Argentinians at home. Especially the dominant ones. What more do you want? Barinaga. It's a new name on me. Very pale. Must be Scottish. Scottish heritage in that guy. He's got some scores, man. He's got some scores. But for Streak 4, is he the guy? In-season defence is alright. But for Streak 4, is it missing a bit of something? Do we have a classic? Ruan Trisoldi. Just thought I'd check him. Wendell? That's the other Wendell, isn't it? Izquierdos. Yotasato. Koga. Koga against Gamba. Away. Okay. I think our defence, as it sits, would probably be the classic. Pozo. Who are you playing? Gorica take on Varazadine. Yeah, it could be good. Ibarra. Malcora. Did you say you had a budget? Let's look at classic mids. Yeah. Nakamura, Pozo. I think we need that. Oh, Di Maria too. Lucho? Yeah, I'm not thinking about him for this. But yeah, we've got classic. Yeah, I think we need the classic mids to play. Which makes me think we're buying an in-season defender. Maybe. Let's see what in-season forward looks like. The Mitrovic guy was packing, isn't he? But this is tough. Red or Dead. Yeah, man. I think you want to play. Let's go to the market. You've got an in-season and a classic mid. A goalkeeper that's fine. It's the in-season. Like the defender could be okay, I think, couldn't they? We've got Rojo, we've got Baringa. Maybe one of the Croatian lads. You might just about get away with one of the defenders, but I think you need to really like nail your pick. You need to pick your best defender out of this. Robert Perez, welcome to the club, my man. He's picked up his season ticket. Thank you very much, Robert. Matt Harrison, good to see you. A nice classic to my Champ Rare setup. Oh yeah, Matt Harrison will do that. And you'll probably be the last one that we catch on this. I'll add you on, buddy. In-season rare. Nakamura's down to 68. So yeah, Red or Dead. The request was to like virtually build your team. I think we're gonna go like, probably Marcus and Rojo. Yeah, Marcus and Rojo. Classic mid. Take your pick out of them. You've got 2 or 3 options with Pozo. And then up front, I think you really want that Mitrovic guy to be playing, but yeah, there's no guarantee. Oh, well, there's no guarantee anyone bloody plays, is there? But who does he play for against Slaven? Playing Rika. He's on to play. I think I'd want to add somebody like this in, like Nakamura, if you've got the beans for it. Or even go double defence. No, maybe not. Nah, it's just that forward spot. I think you just want to nail on Nakamura at 68. Lidberg, he's missed the last 2 games. Is that internationals? Yeah, it was. They're playing on Magdeburg at home. Yeah, so Lidberg or Nakamura, and Lidberg's at home. I'd add a forward into that if you're anywhere possibly could. Maybe you feel better about your forwards. If you do, just ignore me. But yeah, that's how I would see that team going, Red or Dead. And then we've got Liam. I might take a wee pause for the cause for a second, everyone. Just go blow my nose and such. Been eyeing the Prem in-season mid options the last 2 weeks. £50 plus 18 quid market credit at rare. Let me set that up and I'll come back in a sec. Market. Rare in-season. Market credits as well. So what did you say, 50 plus 18? So we'll go to 68 on instant buy. And what did you say, Prem? Prem. Right, cool. Right, BRB. Be back in a minute. Manasavi, good to see you. Or Raddy Raddy. Good to see you, my man. It's been a while. Oh, Matt Harrison's updated his message. Love to see it. Love to see it. It's a bunch of you here. Good to see you all, guys. And yeah, we're heading into the second hour. We've done 2 hours. We're heading into the third hour. So we've got a bit of market credits for some reinforcements. And where is Liam? Let's have a peek at what you've got in this category already. In season. Mid. Prem. Right, so Diarra's injured. Yeah, we need a puncher. We need a puncher. Now on paper, like I like Morgan Rogers, but it's just not the guy to get there now, is it? Marino looks like he's got the scores, but excuse me, hard to really get behind that. I don't mind JWP, like I mentioned before, the whole West Ham Nuno thing. Like, if he's on sets and gets back into a team that is getting a lot of set pieces, because you know Nuno will play ball that way, he could be very useful very quickly. I'll have a wee peek at auctions in a moment. Of course I do, Manasavi. Of course I do. I don't remember everything, but I remember as much as I can. Yeah, Rogers ticks all the boxes, man, doesn't he? But Villa are kind of hard to buy into right now. We need a puncher. Let's have a peek at auctions. Oh, did he? Liam, good intel. JWP's been kicked out. What does a Soboslai go for? I think that's not really going to happen, is it? Yeah, I don't think any of the auctions are really that interesting, are they? Bernardo's cool, but quite uninspiring. I like Gibbs White a lot, but Forrest, again, very hard to buy into right now. Douglas Luiz could be cool, but yeah, it's not really what we're after. I like Kamada and Stack. They're both like, you know, Stack's set piecing. Leeds are crap though. And Kamada is getting into the Palace team now, but isn't really getting the decisives yet, but the AA is there. So that's a bit kind of speculative. It's a wee bit too speculative for what I think the build is here. KDH looked to be the cheap man's Grealish. But Man City this weekend, it's L5 and that isn't really what we thought it was going to be. And yeah, I don't really see anyone else down here that's really that. So if we go to manager sales, we're going to turn the budget down to 50 quid. And it's a lot of the same names and faces, isn't it? Yeah, a lot of the same names and faces. Just because you're a Sunderland fan, would a wee £13 Jordan Henderson be a bad thing? It doesn't really fix it. Yeah, I think Morgan Rogers is kind of like the only guy that's there. I do like, I've said it a few times, I really do like the thought of Paqueta. There he is there, bang on the money, by the way. Oh, I was going to say, did they not go away with Brazil? But I think Brazil were maybe just playing friendlies, because I think Paqueta was playing for them. But yeah, I think Paqueta, I'd take Paqueta over Rogers. Yeah. I'd be taking Paqueta. 90-minute guy. I think he's the best one we've seen so far in the situation we've got here. Yeah, I think Paqueta's where I would go. Very decisive guy. Can get the 10 to 15 AA that we want. and can do more. Yeah, I think Paqueta's where I would go, Liam, out of the budget, the options we've got here. Red or Dead, I think we just finished yours, buddy, so you might just want to scroll back. I took a wee break after yours, so if you see me not in the little camera frame, keep going. Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to go. Some of the Villa guys are interesting, but midweeks and da-da-da, all that kind of thing. I think with Sunderland, one of the benefits you've got is the weekend-to-weekend hamster wheel. Maybe somebody like Stack could be useful at 25, but yeah, I think Paqueta's where I would go. Because yeah, Xhaka for Team 1, you're probably going double defence. You maybe even, and then Team 2, you're maybe looking at a Lafi or a Siddiqui if you want to go double mid, but even if you didn't, Paqueta could be a one-man mid. You've still got like Reece James, maybe another Sunderland player. I've not looked at your classics, but just kind of, and then, yeah, like Team 1, you're looking at your Sunderland strikers and whatnot. Do we have a classic for Team 2? Yeah, we do. We've got Gyökeres, yeah, Bowen, yeah, Paqueta. I like this. I like the thought of Paqueta in here. On budget, and again, it's a bot that has it, isn't it? Was it Bologna or something? So I dare say I'd be peppering a few direct offers out to everyone that's got them listed. No, it's only one. Yeah, it's only Bologna. And yeah, he's right around that price point. You're going to save much? Maybe not, but I would try it. Try and save every penny you can. Jimenez at Boca is in a bit of form, but intended playing Cecina with the Boca and Di Maria with the Rosario. Okay. Fair enough. So might play Jimenez with Rosario. Oh yeah, and kind of and move the Di Maria around. Yeah. I did my best with it. It's kind of hard without the lineup builder thing to actually like slot them out and kind of think about it. Drastic. This was Robert Perez, our newest member, did a wee super chat for us today. Can you check my Dutch gallery? Let's have a wee peek at that. Eredivisie, Eredivisie, Eredivisie. Is this in season? No, this is all brilliant. So we've got Vassen, Klaverboer, Belisha, Tom de Graaf. That's a really nice Tom de Graaf card, by the way. Nice head of hair on that kid. And Schellendar as well. Nice. So we've got keepers. We've got a classic Mauro Jr., classic El Carone, classic Dest. In-season cards are all really nice also. Watanabe, Boss, Yuri Bass, Meli Meulenstein. I like this. In midfield, Gibson, yeah, we're a fan of. Resync, we're a fan of. Chan Buzdogan, he's been around for a while, we like him. Usamana is killing it. Hardeveld isn't really one I've came across. Edward Mishu, we know his potential. And Van Overeem. Yeah, the midfield, I think, needs a guy. For the amount of teams you've got full complement of goalkeepers. In attack, we've got Taha, Trenskow, Miguel Rodriguez. Yeah, we've probably just about got enough forward power here. So Drastic, we actually did an Eredivisie scouting stream. You might have missed it, but if I just have a look at who we've got here. Kaplan, £3 feels very good. And Ringo is a mid. Yeah, another mid in Ringo. I don't mind some of these Heerenveen guys. I like the Kaplan a lot, so I think he's just a smasher waiting to happen. You've got a lot of classic defenders though, so I don't think... Yeah, like you're probably quite well sorted for defence across, like if we imagine Team 1, Team 2, Team 3, Team 4. Yeah, you've got 4 teams of defence here very easily with double defence as well. So we could just go 1 mid, 2 mid, 3 mid, take any of them for 4. Yes, I think 1 more mid would be fun. And I do think you need a bit more firepower. Like Williamson looks like he could be a guy when he comes back fit and available. David Min has been around for a bit. We've seen him, of course. Miguel Rodriguez was brilliant last season. Trenskow looks okay. Taha looks good. But yeah, I would probably add into this forward, which I don't really have any options here of ones you've not looked at already. But Meerveld for £2 is a good mid option. Zagratis and the Kaplan are very... I think Kaplan is just so safe. Like, so safe. Very good AA, big boss winner. And he's looking to get back on form and get back to Ajax. So, big point to prove, big personal motivation. If we take the watch list off, let's look at striker for a moment. Gauntlet 75 budget to upgrade. Nice. Ueda. Ueda is the man. Dennis Man not doing too bad either, by the way. He's a guy we've been waiting to get cards for a long time. I like the look of both of them. Meerdink's got a rising reputation. Mika Gotts, good player also. But yeah, I would try and get... I think Ueda's just a Team 1 striker. Ueda's just nailed. Team 1, make this build feel a lot better. Cause when you've got Ueda as your first striker, then Taha's number 2, or Trenskow, they're fighting for number 2, number 3 between them. And then number 4 is any one of the rest. I think Ueda makes a big difference to you here. He's 20 quid. In the midfield, I think we could do with a guy. The defence is cool. Let's see, like, you could get a Kaplan or something like that for £3. I would be all for that. But yeah, Joey for 30. I like a Hatteran Zaruki as well for a £5. Yeah, Zaruki's fun, but I think if you've got that cash, I'll probably... Or your setter? How's he doing? This is a guy to watch out for, by the way. He's only £2. He's a winger, so he plays up front, but he's a mid card. Celtic were linked to him. I did a bit of scouting on him. He's got the beans. He looks like a good player. He's got his first decisive in Holland. I'd keep an eye on him, especially at £2 odd. But yeah, it's kind of Veerman at 30. Kodai Sano's not bad either, but he's just a wee bit not that peaky, is he? Keith Smith, the wonder, yeah, he's a big wonder kid as well. Might be on his way to Real Madrid. Who was the Heerenveen guy? We said Meerdink or something. James McConnell. Where did they find him? Liverpool. Yeah, Meerveld. This guy, £2 feels very good. Bang for buck. Pepe's back from injury. Ooh. He's like the top, then everyone else is a big drop. Yeah, Veerman, I would just bite the bullet on Veerman. But Pepe might be the way. I've said Ueda, right? And I stand by Ueda. But Pepe plays in the same team. You also have a classic Dest. Pepe's a tenner. Could be 2 strikers, maybe a bit overkill, but Pepe, Ueda, Veerman, Kaplan, like just an extra slice of team in there. Shepperman, yeah, he's been very good. I see Harry Trades is in the chat. I think Shepperman's one of Harry's boys as well. I see a lot of you guys like him. I know, Mikey, you've had some success with him also. Hey guys, Nabil, good to see you. It's been a while. But yeah, Pepe, if he's coming back at a tenner, like he's just bagsman. You know, that's what you want from a striker. Ueda feels like the man, and we've seen this with finer strikers. Like, it happens to them, whether it be Jimenez or Jesus. Finers have had a few of them over the last couple of seasons. I'm just drawing a blank right now. I know Paixão just went. He did all right for a while, but yeah, it was like Jimenez and somebody else. I don't know if somebody for mega money. I know Jimenez went for big money to AC Milan, but Stengs wasn't really that guy, but I think that's a good way to go. Pepe for a tenner, half the price of Ueda. You've got that classic Dest. Get the Veerman in. I'd probably get Ueda as well and like a Kaplan or something. I'm a bit greedy that way. If you've got that budget, I would get everyone that makes sense. Just buff the team up. And then Matt Harrison, my man, we were last in. Thanks for the shout, by the way, Sorare Holland. Great insight as always. 20 quid to strengthen my all-star setup in rare non-champ cards. Okay. Now, it'd be nice if we could do like non-champ as a filter. But sadly not. So let's look at Charlie. Some good cards there. Contender. Okay. And then let's see. Do we have Eredivisie? A wee bit. Do we have Jupiler? A wee bit. MLS. None. Okay. So let's go to the market. 20 quid budget. Classic, rare. £20. Yeah. Alexandru Maxime. Harry's a big fan, I know. Andres Andrade. He's got lots of fans. Kevin Rodriguez. Interesting. Screening art. Yeah, suspended for this weekend, so you might not be able to use them right away, but good price for them all the same. Let's look at the gallery again. So I wonder, can we... I think anyone kind of makes a difference here, don't they? Raskin's not a bad shout. That's about as much as you'll get out of me on that one. Jordan Larson for 9 quid. I'm a big fan of, but Larson, you just need to watch for, man. He's broke a few hearts around these places. Balikwisha, I think, is going to come into a big one, but real speculation there. Enzo Baranachea. Jesper Karlsson at Aberdeen. Very much overlooked in the All-Star space. Aberdeen have got a good game this weekend. Did they play in St Mirren? Yeah, should be good for him. Then they have midweeks as well. Jesper Karlsson. Tierney for £9. I'll go to one more page and then we'll flip the filter to contender. We'll see some of those cheat codes, guys, that we've got. Ryan Astley. Harry, you still here? Harry, you still here? Under 23 defender. Get him out the vault. He's Welsh and everything, Harry, come on. Stefan Savage for £3. Let's take away J. Let's take away K. Let's take away Tina. The Bruce Hill. The Mehis. Peru. Colombia. Chile. Ecuador. China's only got like 3 games left, so we'll take that away as well. David Watson, well done, Mikey. Big fan of him, as you know. On Nabil, I actually did a full video on that earlier this week. How to move from limited to rare. I'm happy to talk about it with you if you want, but there's a whole video that went out on the channel a few days ago. How to progress from limited to rare. So, by all means, feel free to give it a check out. All his previous scores are from when De Jong was #1. Ooh. That's about Pepe. Oh, Carranza. Yeah, Mikey, Carranza did well. World Cup missions, Robert Perez. Yeah, for Pepe. Don't see why he wouldn't be the main striker. Haji Wright, but if Haji Wright keeps scoring in the championship, he will be... Sorry, I've just killed the camera here. If Haji Wright will be very much in the mix. I wouldn't get that twisted. I think Haji will be very much still in the bit. Pepe should be playing for PSV and European football and stuff. Oh, I do have a shortlist we could look at actually for this. There's that boy Vukotic, £17 classic. Brackelman, £14 classic. Teddy at 19. Teddy's a good one. Kerem Kalinoglu. Is that Hakan's like cousin or his brother or something? Cuisance, since we naysayed him. Oh, he continues to rip, man. Cuisance is interesting, isn't he? As an American, Haji Wright always makes me sad. Yeah, I get that. I get that. I get that. Pepe is a lot more exciting, isn't he? Getting on the Pepe train. Choo-choo. Lidberg, 14. We were looking at his prominence earlier. Mats Moller-Daly is in the building. We'll go to one more page. I need to buy the permanent battery. Harry keeps... or Harry doesn't keep anything, but Harry told me about it and I keep forgetting to go and do it. Sondra Igeli. Krastev. Yeah, I don't think there's any cheat codes really in this price point. Jonathan Vieira. If he's going to start playing all the time, it's a good level for him, but he is older now, so hard to rely on him in that regard. Just got one Pepe. Love it, Nabil. Anyone else in here sneaky? Right, clear all filters. And I did have a watch list we made, and it was called The Cheapest. And this was focusing on championship players to play limited classic all-star. A video we did a wee while ago. The top of this is £37, by the way, so reducing it to 20. Don't think we're going to lose too much from it. Lewis O'Brien at £8. Very good bang for buck. There's a lot of value for money here, isn't there? I can't believe Dutch hasn't played yet for Birmingham. Is he injured or something? Excuse me. Wow, THB's not been playing. Has he got injured or something? I dare say for your 20 quid, by the way, you could probably build a team in Rare, in Championship Classic. Isaac Price has been alright. He's decisives, but his AA is there. And if he gets onto a nice little run, he can be fun. Lewis O'Brien, very much in the same position for Wrexham. Spiking a bit harder, though. Josh Sargent, talking about American strikers that make you sad. We've got a bit of a Pepe war in the chat. Sorry, lads. But yeah, for Matt Harrison, who is the best? I think Teddy Twema probably is going to get the win here. The best 20 quid guy. It's not Champ. Solomon not about to come into a game for somebody. Villarreal. I don't think he was meant for a warm reception there, sadly, with all the, you know, geopolitical stuff that happened. I can't remember how that went down, but I'm sure there was some sort of thing made out about his signing at the time. So maybe don't hold your breath on that one. Tardot is very good as well. 8A for days. Not enough decisives, but if he does, like, you're flying. I'll check one more page. I mean, I see Halkett there. I really do like the idea of, like, Alistair Johnson is in this price bracket. He's just returning back from injury. Kieran Tierney is in this price bracket again. He's not going to play every game every month, is he? But really good scorer, really good team, etc. Defensive stack wise. Brownhill, who did you play for? Well, that's donkeys ago. Al Shabab. Wow. Did not see that. Or maybe, I was going to say didn't see that coming, but wasn't really caring. In the same breath. Di Maria, again, Argentina, I just don't know how long they've got left, really. Angel Correa, unlike, but again, Mexico, maybe need to think about that. Is Carlos Lampe still playing? Game week 12. He is, by the way. Oh, he's a wee Blue Cross demon. 20 quid, that's a bit of a bump. I like Carlos Lampe. Mepham at West Brom, yes, very good. Mepham at West Brom. But this kind of thing, I would struggle to pick a defender that's not like super cheat code. That's the guy that's back at Kawasaki, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, Teddy, AJ. These are the sort of guys I would be looking at. Diego Gonzalez. He's doing not too bad in Mexico, I think, as well. A wee former wonder kid, didn't quite make it in Lazio. Jesus Angulo was there, but again, it's the Mexican thing. If you want to go after that or stay away from it, I'm not sure. Cuisance looks brilliant at that price on his form, and if he can keep it up, he will be worth every penny. And has the potential to progress his career as well. January windows and whatnots. Cammy Devlin nailed on AA for days as well. And then the final page we'll peek at. Anyone jump out? Cambyses. Somebody likes that guy. I can't remember who it is. Evian. Oh, this guy looks the part as well, by the way. I know he's a champ player, but he looks like he's got some real bones about him. Issa Sumare. Screw it. One more page. Oliver Torres is doing well again. Love we Oliver Torres. Palavicino. Jonas Hector. Retired or something? That's a shame. Yeah, Matt Harrison, if you're still here, I think that's kind of the long and short of your 20 quid budget where we can get for it. Holy caramba. The last thing I'm going to do with you guys before I leave and leave, I'll be live. McBride won't be joining me tonight, he's on his holiday, but I'll be live at 7 o'clock on the Celtic channel to preview all things Celtic. But yesterday we had the beginning of Season 9 on MFL. I just might double check I've not got any suspensions. Check your inventory. Yay! I've got some contracts done. But we had our first batch of games yesterday. I just wanted to have a wee click through them with yous. There we go. So I had my grassroots team, which is the free-to-play game. So MFL have been great sponsors on the channel. There's a link in the description of the video. You'll get all the best beginner sign-up bonuses available. But you actually don't need to spend a penny to get started anymore. You used to have to buy your club, but you could loan all the players in for free. You wouldn't need to spend any money on player packs or anything. But now you can actually get the club for free. You can try before you buy. You can demo for the full season. The season lasts 6 weeks. Every season lasts 6 weeks. And this is the team I've got to kind of demo that we had going out. It's a very low level team. I loaned a few guys in actually from the community, from you guys. And it's like old school Football Manager. I'm not going to spend too much time on this game, to be honest with you, because it is just a wee farming effort. We've went 1-0 up with McGee. And we've got match plans. We've got the whole shot map and the heat maps and everything all coming into play now, which is good crack. Tommy Muller breaks into the box. Nice play, boys. Callum McGee, our Scottish midfielder, doing the damage. These games all happen live. And they all kick off at the set time, so you need to be there to watch it. If you don't watch it at the time, you can watch it later on. There's no spoilers or anything, which is good fun. Garces, I think he's owned by one of you guys. Yeah. And we had a wee goal chopped off. So yeah, it was it's fun to get that wee team up and running. We won 2-0, which is nice. I think I've got my wee academy team here. So this is a team I do care about. I've spent money on it and stuff like that. This is like my breeding ground, my youth setup, my players I'm hoping to progress. And we've got some guys that are right on the level, by the way, to move up to the first team. But this team needs to get promoted, and the first team doesn't really need them yet. So big season ahead for the academy boys. We're going with a diamond formation to start the season off with them. And I think I tried to make this team a bit tighter. Yes. Red cards for them, and then the goals start flying in. Josh Telly, good to see you. Tolentino! Strobel with the assist, love that. Lecoq with the penalty. Lecoq's an OG. I prefer watching the games when they're live, but when they're not live, like, I'm not going to lie, I've not got much patience for sitting watching it. I like to kind of skip through and see the highlights. And I think now with the shot map, as well as the heat maps, you get a lot more info now to, sit in. Yeah, so the sit-in thing kicked in because we went 2-0 up. That's lovely. So yeah, we just sit in and kill the game for the end of it. That's lovely. Yeah, so we've got match plans now. Again, I did a video on MFL yesterday, the day before, so if you want to get up to speed on that, feel free to check it out. But this is the foundation team. This is built up of all channel members, players. So all the in-game currency that this team wins, I give away to the channel members. Now, if you've got really bad players, this is a great hack, a great cheat code to you getting more in-game credit quicker, so you can build your own roster, open your own packs. And this team's done very well with progressing players. Maybe your players get better while they're with us as well. We're taking on Aarhus Elite, which is normally a team we do well against, but our team is, again, rather unrecognisable from how it looked last year. Oh, one each. We set this team up to be a bit more defensive. And if we get out of this away draw, they've went 5 at the back, I think I would probably accept that, to be honest. Let's see the goal that we scored. Dawson, the one-man attack, love that. And then let's see the goal we concede. Starting the season off with a draw away from home isn't bad, but Oofed. Number 2 get rinsed there. May, unlucky. Good stats as well. Maybe it's just a good player he's up against there. We get a last minute goal maybe. 5 minutes added. Ooh. Are we going to get a wee winner at the end for the foundation for the boys? Nah, draw. That's fine. We can live with a draw on match day 1. And then from a big team, we took on Edinburgh Pirates, the Scottish derby. FC Barcelona against the Pirates. He's went with a cam. I've went with a CDM. That makes me happy. And yeah, 2 to the good first half. Love this. I thought they were going to get relegated last year. They must have just held on. Nasser. Nasser at the double. I need an AD and an MC. He will be playing my game in 2H Ice Division. I don't really understand all those abbreviations. I'm sorry, Nabil. No problem, Red or Dead. Thanks for joining us, my man. Oh, 3 to the good, yeah. And then we'll have a wee tactic that'll probably just sit in and kill the game. Gilge. Our only player on loan from Rico Man, the legend. Albert Cuckoo! What a hit! He's not scored many for us. He's owed us a goal like that for a while. Oh, we're kicking on, by the way. Nasser hat-trick. First game of the season. Oh, Jerry Herbst winning the ball back. Loving that. Gilge charging up the pitch down the left. Cuts inside. Albert Cuckoo. Casas gives it to Nasser. Nasser knows what to do with that one. 4-0. And I think, yeah, I've got the game to wind down at the end. Just see it through. What a set of results there. Love that. And then tonight, who are we playing? So this game kicks off at 7:15. I think Hoodwinks get a team in here. I'm playing Rosales Locos, who's owned by MFS, if that's how you say his name. Happy with the tactics. I don't think I need to rotate anyone. Second game of the season. The academy. I thought we had a Nepenfez team in here, but maybe it's been reshuffled or something. Started well there. That's nice. And we're playing Murray tonight. I think we should beat them. They were quite bad last year, if memory serves me right. Foundation. Start with a draw. We're taking on We the Norse tonight. That's actually quite tough. Set custom tactic. Now we need a better cam. We need a better attacking mid in the setup. Oh, we can swap left backs actually. There we go. Upgrade that. But yeah, we need another cam. Dribble more. Let's chill that out. I think this was the Gilge tactics, wasn't it? Defense 82, passing 64. Yeah. More defensive. That's no problem, Nabil. I know it's different and no need to apologise. I'm sorry. Oh, Cameron, I'm just about to rock and roll, buddy. Cameron, were you not here last week for it? But yeah, we need another attacking mid. The transfer deadline, how long's left on it? And then let me see. The big team who we're playing tonight. Metaverse Wizards. They've been tough. Don't think I've really messed about with my team for that. I'll do that later when I'm off stream. What was I checking there again? Oh yeah, the transfer window. Might need to do an RB MFL stream maybe tomorrow or something. Transfer window closes 17th at 11. Oh crap. Yeah, I need a cam. We need a cam. I think we can get by with everyone else. This Laquaba is like our only cam. We need Van der Zee. We need Van der Zee. Where's Toxic Lightning? We need Van der Zee. Oh. Can anyone remember Toxic Lightning's name in the Telegram group? There we go. Put a wee push notification in the Telegram group. We'll try and find Toxic Lightning. And yeah, absolute pleasure, guys. Thanks to Robert Perez for picking up a season ticket. Thanks for the super chat as well. Really does mean a lot. I hope you've had good fun hanging out with me today. I'll be back shortly to do the Celtic stuff in just over an hour and a half on Satara here. All one word. We'll be previewing Celtic ahead of the weekend game week. Solo will be a wee bit more Celtic-y than Sorare chat because there'll be no McBride tonight. He's away sunning himself up in sunny Scotland. And then me and Harry Trades will be back tomorrow for the deadline show and everything else you expect. Thanks everyone who's tuned in. And yeah, thanks again for all the support. I feel like I'm missing something. We did the giveaways. Built the giveaway. Yeah, I think we've done everything, haven't we, guys? Have a good one. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good night. Take care. Bye-bye.